It's probably ultimately my parents' fault, but I guess I could have listened to my old friend talked about how you can't let your life pass you by. Here's a cautionary verse. Well, my old friend told me crime don't pay, and you do the same time for driving getaway, and it's really hard to get away with robbing banks, and always make sure you got gas in your tank. Oh, some days I wish I would have listened to my old friend. And my old friend said when doing time, keep to yourself and try to walk the line, and if you ever see shit, don't drop the dime. You might do less, but it's just harder time. On some days I wish I would have listened to my old friend. But I never been one for taking advice. I never thought once, let alone thought twice. Never met a half-baked scheme I wouldn't try. It's probably ultimately my parents' fault, but I guess I could have listened when my old friend talked about how you can't let your life pass you by. Coda. Last letter I got was from Mexico. He had a sweet senorita and plenty of blow. Said if they ever let you out, just let me know. And I really, really hate to say I told you so. Oh, some days I wish I would have listened to my old friend. Oh, most days I wish I would have listened to my old friend.
Throw it on. I don't know if it works, but you can try it out. Let me know. But anyways. So that cop creeping up must be lonely. Don't the bullied become bullies? We're not bothering no one. Thought we'd be out of sight. Now we're dancing in there, flashing light. I know that this ring is too tight, but force it on. Act like you're my wife. I don't know how we got here, but we're here, right and wrong. And if desire's just fear, well, I fear my desires are far too strong. And I'd rather die smiling than lying about what I want. But don't ask me where I got that ring. Just pull up your goddamn stockings and hand me the napkins from the glove compartment. 'Cause darling, I gotta do some talking. Good night, officer. What seems to be the problem here? No, that's my wife, sir. And we were just celebrating 20 years. She said she was feeling oh so you wanted to try to do it somewhere new. I'm just gonna take her home, officer. Is that okay with you? I don't know how we got here, but we're here, right and wrong. And if desire's just fear, I fear my desires are far too strong. I'd rather die smiling than lying about what I want. No clue. I figured he had to remember you, since I've already paid you. What you say we do what we came to? Don't look at me like that. You're tougher than you act. That cop ain't coming back. So climb up here onto Daddy's lap. I don't know how we got here, but we're here, right and wrong. If desire's just fear, well, I fear my desires are far too strong. And I'd rather die smiling than lying about what I want. And if desire's just fear, well, I fear my desires are far too strong. And I'd rather die smiling than lying about what I've done.
For a while we were concerned that she believed he could return to love her once more. Pamela watching the door. Finally we broke her down. She went online, made an account. Her photo by the garden. For a while no callers called until a pleasant man named Paul, who lived 2 states away, they started writing every day. Love came back for Pamela. She bought a brand new camera. Summer, fall, a letter from Paul. It said, I love you too. If it happened to her, it could happen to you. It came time for them to get together. Paul said he might like Michigan weather, so he would come to her after traveling for work. He said, Pammy, wait for me, before he flew over the sea. His next letter said, darling, I've been shot and I've been robbed. I'm stranded without identification. I write to you with urgency. The doc won't do the surgery until the bill's been paid. My love, I'm so afraid. There was no time to doubt or spare. When love pulls up, you pay the fare. She took out all her money. She sent it out upon a wire with bated hope, one last desire. He's coming soon, she's sure. Pamela watching the door. Pamela watching the door. La 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 la, Pamela. La 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 la, Camera. La 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 la, I love you. If it happened to her, it could happen to you. La 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 la, Pamela. La 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 la, camera. La 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 la, I love you. If it happened to her.
You will find some new things to believe in, and I'll find new ways of leaving you alone. 'Cause we've been here before and I know you're right. Call me a fool 'cause I just might laugh and drink a bunch and stay out all night and forget my way home. Loving, it'll run through time and space. It won't always stay in the same place. Leaves us with the grief and with the grace of having been loved. And we both know it's time that I was leaving. You know I'll never get blood from a stone. You will find some new things to believe in, and I'll find new ways of leaving you alone. I tried the whiskey first, but that just seemed to make it worse. Living in a memory so blue. These old things tried and true, but there just must be one that's new to keep my mind from thinking about you. we both know it's time that I was leaving. You know I'll never call this place my home. And you will find a new heart to believe in. And I'll find new ways of leaving you alone. I'll find new ways of leaving you alone.
No two ways, I was born a mistake, another byproduct of hate. But my mama was brave, her daddy let her stay, but the preacher never let her have a say. On the day I was born they didn't care anymore, it's like everybody just turned away. Now my mom's in Tucson, my grandpa's long gone, I've been in and out of home since I was 8. Now my best friend in the world is a Saginaw girl. I met her doing time and state. And when we got out, we both said a vow. Our broken hearts would always point away. But with a record like ours, a good job's hard, so we had to find a way to make it pay. By crawling under cars and grinding off their parts to a crash yard up the interstate. No one has your back when you slip through the cracks, but baby, we was born in this. We're day people talk trash, night people take the cash. The business is ruthless. I used to try and hide it, now there's no sense in lying if I'll ever make peace with this. So tonight I'm gonna drive down 75 till the American dream makes sense. Now Michigan is cold, I defaulted on a loan. This trailer don't pay for itself. But I met the guy at the yard who buys up our parts. He said he's got a job and he could use some help. And if it's good as he says, it's gonna take care of rent till we get through this midwinter spell. Oh, but just like you, I wonder, is he good or undercover? But we've run out of bargaining chips to sell. No one has your backs when you slip through the cracks, but baby, we was born in this. Where day people talk the trash, and night people take it back, and the business is ruthless. I used to try and hide it, now there's no sense in lying if I'll ever make peace with this. So tonight I'm gonna ride down 75 till the American dream makes sense. Oh, tonight I'm gonna ride down 75 till the American dream makes sense.
In the spring, my leaves grow and turn green, and the breeze starts to waltz with my tresses, and the songbirds are calling, and the sun warms my bark. Everything feels boundless and plenty. In the summer, when the flowers stand tall, turning their loveliness skyward, and the children come swinging on my roof like arms, and lay down to rest while I shade them. So willow, willow, why do you weep? I weep for the passing of seasons, when my days grow short and the north wind comes blowing down. Like you, I am bound to the changes. In the autumn, yes, the autumn leaves an ochreous hue, and the fields of gold begin bending. When we still had hours to while away, we'd sing odes to the moon over harvest. winter, yes, the winter, when I'll wear a snowy crown, and the evening turns crystal and quiet. Will you still come and linger and stay by my side till the days are no longer passing? Oh, willow, willow, now I know why you weep. You weep for the passing of seasons, when your days grow short and the north wind comes blowing down. Like you, I am bound to the changes. Yes, willow, willow, now I know why you weep. Like you, I am bound to the changes.
Nothing so slick as a wolf slipping in. He says what he needs to get into her skin. He gets what he wants, goes hunting again. What's left of her now is tossed on the wind. Brace for the Savior, he's riding in to pick up the damsel's pieces and then prove he's the one until she gives in. When she breaks, he'll just fix her again. Two men appear when a woman's in pain. Wolves and saviors start running their game, drawn to her blood like a leech on the vein. Wolves and saviors, they're one and the same. Oh,
maybe if we save some money, we could have a child someday. Then the roles turn like the seasons, but the seasons never change. Till one daughter chased another, and the third child, he got my name. They didn't always have their father, but now they got a claim to stay. They can never give back all that they take. I used to work for a reason, now it just gives me somewhere to be. Somewhere that I got brothers, and I know that they need me. Now I'm moaning if I'm sleeping, and I'm working if I'm awake. And they can never give back all that they take. They will never give back all that they take.
I don't know why I feel rock bottom.
Should a notion return me if time allows? You can't let yesterdays borrow up too many nows. I took a lesson from roles I played, made a picture of lemonade for my own lovers who lie there in the shade. On shoebox island,
can hear you whisper on the pages, feel your heart beating just underneath. Words that cause little joyful pains, like the gnawing of sweet baby teeth. I have heard many tender things, but nothing quite as true as hearing these sacred and secret things in shoebox love letters from you. But it wasn't always sorrow. Our love used to dance in the night. All of the people would stare for a while. They'd never seen such a sight. And I wasn't looking for these letters, wasn't thinking about things in the past. You used to say that you loved me true, but knew that our love couldn't last. I have heard many tender things, but nothing quite as true as hearing these sacred and secret things in shoebox love letters from you. And there are Polaroids, and there are poems with lines that just wouldn't conform. I thought your love was a hurricane, now it's just a passing little storm. I have heard many tender things, but nothing quite as true as hearing these sacred and secret things in shoebox love letters from you. All of these sacred and secret things in shoebox love letters from you. Can't stand to be alone. Can't smile, then I'll remind you. If you can't dance, I'll step for you. You can't hide, my heart will find you, even when you're awful blue. I'll stay here, still in love with you.
Alma, oh so steady, on the dot was supper time. We gathered our loose pages, sewed us up a spine, and our family it grew, time as it does flew. Do you remember? Love me tender, love me true. Alma, I am stubborn and I do things on my own. It's part of who I am, it's what I was shown. I put these little notes all around the house. This one is your toothbrush, here is your nightgown. Won't you sit with me tonight, watch the sun go down. Ooh. that's not what we do. You don't recognize me, but my life I promise to you. And I won't leave your side. Alma, I've been thinking we could slip away, leave our broken bodies on the bed where they lay, and we'll go dancing once again under the stars. That's when I first found your heart. That's when you first stole my heart.
How the lightning and the thunder separate the night sky from the day. Considering a Bible passage written across the skies all ravaged, almost made it seem like it was real. But Daddy burned like brimstone when the boss won't let him come home, and his minutes and his hours turned to steel. But we knew where our bread was buttered. Daddy made the smokestack sputter. If we could just find a way to love one another through these lonely nights, we'll be okay. So come on, mama, hold it together. You know this won't last forever. If you don't like this Michigan weather, we'll just close our eyes and it will change. Along the route-raised sidewalks wander ghosts of every soul beyond the tree-lined streets and all my memories. And I still hear those streetlights buzzing, those cicadas come to nothing as soon as the summer turns to leaves. But we knew where our bread was buttered. Daddy made the smokestack sputter. If we could just find a way to love one another through these lonely nights, we'll be okay. So come on, mama, hold us together. You know this won't last forever. If you don't like this Michigan weather, we'll just close our eyes and it will change. I still hear those freight lines running, borne upon the steel wheels humming, but they haven't carried me away. And still sometimes I sit and wonder how the lightning and the thunder separate the bygone from today. But we knew where our bread was buttered. Daddy made the smokestack sputter. If we could just find a way to love one another through these lonely nights, we'll be okay. So come on, mama, hold it together. You know this won't last forever. If you don't like this Michigan weather, we'll just close our eyes. We'll just close our eyes. Just close your eyes, then it will change.
It's gonna be a little off. The intonation gets bad up here.
That's some Toledo tuning.
It is, and it's okay. It's okay. This
Sounds good in Toledo.
sounds good in Detroit too.
Amen.
All right. You guys are just gonna take it, 'cause so am I. We were only children, a family that left us behind. So I wonder if your brother knew you counted on him the night he took his life. And you married your high school sweetheart that had Megan, your little heartbreaker, and came back from the kill corps with family to save for and hired on the grain elevator. And we were baptized by the Mommy, by God, we'd swim and drown. But did he know you by your muddy halo and stained gown? You can't keep us Midwest kids down. We celebrated our 10-year reunion at Sujakowski's funeral home. And it felt like those good pranks that we did as children, 'cause you wore a grin as if it was some joke. And it might have made sense if we were younger, or maybe if you were a Rolling Stone. But the same grain that made the bread that you buttered left a mother and a child alone. We were baptized by the Mommy, by God, we'd swim and drown. Now did he know you by your muddy halo and stained gown? You can't keep us Midwest kids down, 'cause we all get to heaven somehow.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Keep me in your heart for a while.
Taking that Bowser part.
Anybody want to take that next verse?
No.
What is it though?
When you get up in the morning and you see the crazy.
No, we already did that. I think it's the one about the blouse, which is such a great verse, right?
Is that
Tied
when
to
you sometimes when you're doing simple things around the house?
Take it.
Keep me in your heart for a while.
You know I'm tied to you like the buttons on your blouse.
You know I'm tied to you like the buttons on your blouse. Keep me in your heart for a while.
Now we got a little bridge part.
Hold me in your thoughts, keep me in your dreams, touch me as I fall into view. When the winter comes, keep the fire lit, and I will be right next to you. Engine drivers headed north to Pleasant Stream. Keep me in your heart for a while. You know these wheels keep turning, but they're running out of steam. Keep me in your heart for a while. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Keep me in your heart for a while. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Keep me
Love you guys.